What's going on, everybody? If you haven't noticed the motorcycle behind me, that is my 2024 Yamaha Tenere 700. And today, my friends, is Touratech Day. So I reached out to Touratech to see if I could get some parts from them. And basically they were like,
yes, cool. Can we send you all of our protection as well?
And I was like, I've already got some, but sure, send it out. So here's my thought for today's episode. We're gonna be swapping out some parts from Altrider to Touratech just to see how they are and see if they install better, see if they look better on the bike and anything like that. We also have some other parts from Touratech that we're gonna be installing today. Also, this is episode 5 of the Tenere 700 build. If you guys wanna watch all the episodes, I'll have a playlist link in the description down below. Now, I have a personal goal for this episode. My build episodes on this T7 have been so freaking long. Like, the last one was like 40 minutes. So, my goal is for this episode to be less than 12 minutes. I don't know if that's realistic, but I'm certainly gonna freaking try. Now, let's get over to the parts after we thank the sponsor of this video. Now guys, don't get distracted by all of the screens up here. There's only one screen that matters for at least this segment of the video, and that is this one. The sponsor of this video is easily the thing I get asked about the most on this motorcycle, and that is my Chiggy. If you guys have never heard of one of these, it's a Chiggy AIO 6, and basically what it is a screen interface that you can use for your phone. You can stream Apple CarPlay, you can connect tire monitor sensors if your motorcycle doesn't have those. You can even tap this thing into your motorcycle and use this as a dash. It is one of those products that once you put it on a motorcycle, it is really hard to ride a bike without that. It's got an incredibly bright screen. It's got an awesome touch screen. I massively prefer using this thing over my phone. Even though I have a quad lock thing up here, I always tend to use the Chiggy. I like it because it's just a better screen that's easier to see your stuff. Now, you can mount this thing anywhere on your motorcycle that you want. I have it on the handlebars of my T7 so that I can easily get to it with my controls. I even have the older version on my MT10, and I'm gonna be installing this on my MT10 soon. The cool thing about this Chiggy though is it's removable. So all I have to do to get my MT10 set up with this is get another plate, which I literally have, just got to get it installed. And this can hot swap from bike to bike. So if you have multiple bikes like I do, it's awesome for that kind of situation. Anyway, thank you Chiggy for sponsoring this video. I've ruined my 12-minute thing, so now I have to get to installing stuff very quickly. Links in the description if you guys want a Chiggy. Okay, bye. Wait, this can stay on this bike. I don't know what I'm doing. Alrighty guys, here are the goods. So, we're gonna go through these really quickly. Lower crash bars, a one-piece seat, which I'm very interested in, chain guard, upper crash bars, engine protection, bash plate, kind of obvious, and mounting for bash plate. We then have a brake foot peg extender, like the brake extender, and we have a ABS sensor guard. A lot of you guys have been talking about the ABS sensor on the T7 and how fragile it is, so this thing will hopefully make you guys happy that I'm getting that protected. Okay, not a ton of stuff to really go through. Hopefully the install goes really well. Let's get started. All right guys, first thing we're gonna start off with is the bash plate. It's taking up the most space over there, so I just wanna get it installed. We'll have some more space to work with. I'm gonna rip the old one off super fast and we'll get it installed. Alrighty guys, bash plate is on. It said something about this rear, we don't use brackets if we're gonna use engine guards, so I have a feeling we're gonna have to loosen this and get some other stuff in there, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let's go on to the lower crash bars. I do like this bash plate a lot. I love the little rails here on the bottom that are easily replaced. The only thing I'm sad about is that my lower linkage is now able to get hit because I don't have that little guard that the Altrider thing has. But anyway, moving on to the next thing. Being quick. This is one of those moments where I know better and I did it anyway, and now I face the repercussions. So first off, the Touratech lower crash bar is actually really interesting. So you guys can see this is the alt-rider lower bar. It goes from here, it goes around, clamps onto the frame, and kind of goes along this way. But with the Touratech bar, the two holes here are going to go down there, and it'll mount up to like right there. So I could honestly have the Touratech lower bar and it would not interfere at all with the alt-rider bars. Matter of fact, I'm going to install this. I am going to have to remove the bash plate, but I'm going to install this and not remove the alt-rider one, just so you can see that they actually cover incredibly different spots. This will be kind of interesting. Way lower key. Holy crap. All right, I'm gonna cut cameras real quick and I'm gonna pop the other one on the other side. It's the exact same process.
Tomorrow.
Hi. All right, so it's day 2. Ran out of time yesterday. So today's gonna go a little different. I'm home alone today. I'm on like baby duty. I'm on Leo duty today. Heather's shooting a wedding. So I'm gonna try to finish this video today while taking care of my son by myself. Today should go great. Okay, so there's gonna be lots of cuts here. I'm gonna be coming in and out. I'm gonna be trying to work quietly so I don't wake him up, because I can only film in here when he's asleep. So this is gonna be interesting, but we're gonna get the video filmed today and finished. The bike's gonna be totally done, and there's so much stuff around here. Pray for me. All right, guys, so I left you off with getting the lower engine guards on, and the way Touratech works, similar to the alt-rider stuff, is the upper bar actually taps into the same hole as the lower bar. So what we're gonna have to do now is remove the upper bars and this little piece of metal here. So basically we're on remove the upper bar mode, so that then we can get the other upper bars installed. So that's what we're gonna get to now. Okay, we're back. Everything on the right side is done. We're gonna move over to the left side and get the upper fairing on, and then, or the upper crash bar, and then I'm gonna tighten on these screws and they'll be good to go. Look how low profile that is. I feel like it looks great. All right, let's go to the other side. Now that we know these are on, I can finally put the belly pan back on, finally, and clean this mess up. So that's what we're doing next. Okay, so crash bars are on, upper and lower. We have the bash plate on now too. Awesome. So the next thing I got are these little things. I wasn't really even sure what these were when I unboxed them, but basically they go into this motor hold bracket, and it kind of blocks up the top area, or that's opposite, that goes on the other side, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, they go on like right here, and it kind of protects this whole area, which is awesome because there's a lot of wires and stuff going on here. Pretty cool and super easy install, it seems. So hopefully it ends up being that easy to install. We'll find out. Boom, there we go. Dude, look how that just slots into there and makes it like a, hey, you're not gonna mess with this. Ever since I got the T7, I've seen the throttle little cable thing here, and I'm like, damn, it's so exposed that I would worry that, you know, fall over and a rock would come in. But with this, that's not a problem at all. These are cool. I like these a lot. And they use stock hardware, so you just pop them on. Next up, let's just replace the chain guard now since we're back here. So guys, the stock chain guard, it's not bad. It's just that regular kind of plasticky stuff, but check out the Touratech one. This thing, way more sturdy. This is plastic, this is metal. This is gonna be way more safe, and it looks like it does the same thing. It uses all the stock hardware, so shouldn't be too bad to get this one off. And there we go, just like that. Way more sturdy, loving that. Okay, cool. Next up, let's go to extending the brake pedal. So guys, this is the little extension. So it's just basically gonna make this, do the feet just kind of go into there? I don't know. All right, I'll figure this out. All right. Dude, that's like twice the area now. Holy crap, that's awesome. Guys, since the day I showed you guys my T7 and told you about doing this build, everybody has been commenting that I need to protect this thing with my entire life. This is the rear ABS sensor. So apparently like this little wire pokes out and it can easily get broken off if the bike goes down, which I'm surprised because the exhaust is on this side, but I trust other people more than I trust myself because I'm new to this bike still. So what the little sensor does is go over right here and just puts a little piece of metal in between the world and it. So apparently you have to have this. And boom. There we go. We have a safe ABS sensor. Very simple install. What else do we have? And for our final mod, not only do we have a comfort seat, but as you can tell, it is one seat. So now I don't have to worry about unlatching the back seat, unscrewing the front seat. I get a comfort seat and a one piece all in one place. Very excited. Simple install, very excited. They even put a slot for your tools so you can still put your tools on the bike. Freaking awesome. There's actually more room. I could have put a bigger tool thing in there. Bro, this seat looks so comfortable. Look at that. As compared to that just bar. I am excited to ride with this. That's it for the install of the Touratech stuff. I somehow did this and my son's still asleep. I think. Yeah, he's definitely asleep. This is a win for everybody. Thank you, Touratech, for sending out all the stuff. Thank you, Jiggy. Let me know what you guys think about the stuff in the comments down below. I'll go ride the bike on the next episode and we'll do a little shakedown run. I gotta get this video to my editor so it can come out in like 2 days. So far, I'm liking this stuff.